Yes, people, it's your boy Benjamin. I hope you're well. You are now tuned into week 6 of my weight loss journey, or my, body recomposition journey. Um, to anybody who was expecting a video in week 5, I want to apologize. Um, but I'll keep it 100 with you, and I'll keep it real. What ended up happening is I wasn't in the mood to record. I kind of reached like a burnout stage, and I burnt out. I really only hit the gym probably about 3 times that week, and I wasn't like fully in my momentum mode, so I didn't record. I kind of slacked off on my diet a little bit as well, but I want to talk about that. You know, the reason I make these videos is because I know I'm not the only one that's on a journey, and I kind of do this for the people who are, who have a long way to go, and are hesitant to make the first step to move in the direction that they need to go in to achieve the goals that they want. I want to explain something that I'm learning as I'm going along this journey. It's like what J. Cole said, yeah. J. Cole has a song on the fall off called "The Fall Off Is Inevitable," and I believe that is true, not just in his own career, but that's true in anything that you do in life. You will lose the momentum. Yeah, you will lose the momentum. The fall off is inevitable. But when you have that awareness that it's inevitable, you then have a confidence to know that the only way that becomes a problem is if you don't prepare for it. If you don't have a resolution plan to make the comeback. So the opposite of the fall off is the comeback. And I already released a video called The 3 Stages of a Comeback. I want you to go watch that video. I explained the 3 stages of a comeback. I explained that the 3 stages are consistency, momentum, and confidence. Consistency leads to momentum, and momentum leads to confidence. So when you consistently do an action, the consistency of that action taken will lead you to reaching a momentum, which will then give you the confidence to continue. And then when you pair that with knowing that the fall off is inevitable, you shouldn't feel a fall off shouldn't be like the end of the journey. The fall off should just be something that you recognize. Give yourself the time to take that break and then restart the 3 stages of a comeback. Like, listen, I'm excited because the way I'm saying it to you guys is the way I'm learning it now. And it's not just about, gym. That principle works with everything. Like, I'm currently working in the gym, I'm currently studying, I'm currently filming and trying to build this YouTube channel, all while maintaining my 9 to 5. You understand what I'm saying? So in all these things that I'm doing, yeah, if I recognize that the fall off is inevitable, but I pair it with the 3 stages of a comeback, it's a surefire bulletproof way to continue to be on the position of progress. I also made a video a while ago called Progression is Not Linear. So, I mean, it's just amazing to see how all these things are tying together, and I may be the last person to have discovered this, so I'm fairly excited about it. But it gives me so much, security and confidence to know that even though I fall off, I have a safety cushion that guarantees that the fall off will not be a complete write-off. Like, a fall off is cool, but I don't want this fall off to lead to a write-off. I mean, there is a really big difference between falling off and getting written off. You know what I mean? There was a lot of times during my journey where I would spend so much time beating myself up because of the mistakes that I had made that I wasn't focused on, moving forward. Like, beating yourself up about mistakes only holds you back. It keeps you in the place of the past. If you dwell on the mistakes of the past, you're never going to think about the future. You know what I mean? And as cliche and corny as this may sound, when there's rain, the sun will always come out. So if you see your mistakes as rain and just see it as something that's normal and inevitable and human, then you spend less time beating yourself up about it, and you move forward and you start again. You know what I mean? But the most important thing is time. How much time are you willing to spend dwelling on the mistakes? You can spend a week sitting down depressed about your mistakes, but in that same week, if you had thought differently and changed your mentality, you could have moved forward and rectified your mistakes, even made more progress than what the mistakes would have even cost you if you spent less time dwelling on the mistakes and more time thinking about the actions of the future. And like I said earlier, this goes with anything in life, but it's really, really synonymous to weight loss. And it's funny because weight loss has taught me these things. Just going through the process, has taught me these things. Mistakes are bound to happen, but it's like, let's talk about a football match, for instance, or a basketball match, or whatever sports that you're interested in. If the person participating in the play makes a mistake, is he gonna sit down and dwell on the mistake, or is he gonna move forward and try and score another goal and make sure he doesn't make that mistake again? And even when you try to make sure that you're not gonna make that mistake again, there's a possibility that you're gonna make a different mistake, and you just have to be prepared for that. And it softens the blow. This is what I'm learning. It softens the blow. So it's funny because J. Cole's one of my favorite artists, and it's like I never really deep to what that meant. The fall off is inevitable. Like, it's inevitable that you're gonna fall off. Momentum is cool and confidence is cool, but it's impossible for human beings to feel confident all the time. And as sad as it sounds and as annoying as that is, I wish that we could all maintain confidence 100% of the time, but life doesn't work like that. At least not for me anyway. I'm learning, for me, that my life doesn't work like that. I could be in a good mood and in a motivated place all the time, but sometimes life just hits me and I'm not feeling it. But that's where discipline kicks in. You know what I mean? That's where the discipline kicks in. Because when you're disciplined, you're going to do what you need to do, whether you feel motivated or not. If you're always waiting for motivation, you'll hardly get things done. And you only get things done when you're in a good mood. You've got to be able to do things when you're not in a good mood. And that way, you're just progressing constantly. Then what happens is you'll find yourself, your mood just rising, more time when you're doing the things that you need to do, your mood just changes. I'd be a liar if I said I was in the mood to go to the gym all the time, but it just has to get done, because I'm not one of them people trying to miss days, you know what I mean? But yeah, I really do appreciate everybody who takes the time to watch my videos and pays attention to what I'm doing. I really do appreciate you. It means a lot to me. And I just want to say my bad for missing out week 5. But I'm back now, and more videos in the future, More videos in the future. I'm trying to stay as consistent as I possibly can while juggling all the other things in my life. But, I don't want to make excuses. I will try my best. It's your boy Benjamin. I appreciate you. I hope you're well. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And just remember, the fall off is just an opportunity to make a comeback. Keep that in mind and be kinder to yourself, less time spent beating yourself up about mistakes that were bound to happen. Everything happens for a reason. You just do the best you can. Peace, people. Peace.